You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's X Factor After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's X Factor After Show.
1, 2, 3, it's the X Factor after show, after show. It's the X Factor after show, after show. It's the X Factor after show, after show. Yeah, and there's not baseball on
10 p.m.
TV.com. It's been a while, right?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Let's get an applause.
That was a lot faster. I liked it.
All right, guys, we all know that Bing is for doing, and what are we doing? We're doing another after show on AFTERBUZZ TV. This is the X Factor Season 2, Episode 5. Live episode number, was it 2, 3? 3. All right, guys.
Emblem 3?
We'll get to them. We will get to them in a second, but hey, you diehard AFTERBUZZ fans, what's up, nation? Watchtower Base, chat roll, what's up, guys at home? We're all back, full strength.
The family is back.
Yes.
Family. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm JC, and let's go around the table and introduce ourselves, starting with the lovely lady to my right.
Hey, I'm Melissa Macedo.
Across the table.
Hey, I'm Michelle Melissa.
How you doing? I'm Mark E. Allen.
What's going on? I'm Nick Collins.
All right, guys. So,
And what about...
oh, the engineer, the guy in the booth, running the ones and
Oh,
twos.
forget that guy. That guy's
thing.
lame. Let's just keep going.
Hey, so who do we have back there tonight?
It's Martin.
Mark.
Martin the comedian.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Okay, Martin, you're first time with the AFTERBUZZ group, and I'm going to let you know that we're going to give you a really hard time, but you're going to have a great time.
I'm looking forward to it.
Because we're going to make you
Make you what?
have a good time.
Okay.
I thought there
I'm
was
in.
like...
There was like
something
more.
coming.
There was something horrible. It's been a long night.
All right, if you
Very
haven't
aggressive.
jumped the shark by now, guys, stick around for we got a great show. We got 13 live performances, and if you're not watching us live, make sure to tune in on iTunes. Subscribe, click, comment, let us know what you think. Tell us how happy you have the Macedo twins back.
Yeah.
Mark, Nick.
Yeah.
and-
Just us, though.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
we're happy.
And JC.
Yes, and remember, we bring you all this free content weekly, and all we ask is for you to comment because it helps keep the lights on. All right, with that said, let's talk about comments. What do you guys think about tonight's show overall?
Ladies.
Well, better than last week, right? But still,
Agreed.
I'd say there was definitely one, standout performance, which we'll get to later.
Yeah,
but
don't give the goodies out.
there's a lot of youngins. There's a lot of youngins, and I'm just gonna go out there and say that I think the coaches disagreed a lot.
I'm just gonna also say, not movie night.
No,
It's not
movie
songs
night.
from a movie.
It's popular
The Katy Perry
songs.
movie doesn't count.
No,
Yeah, that's funny that they
that
do
doesn't
that.
count.
You know?
Also, Twilight shouldn't really count.
Yeah.
Yes, it should.
Now you've
They
alienated.
just put on every music. Listen, they just put on every popular song on the Twilight soundtrack.
On the Twilight.
On the Twilight.
On the Twilight.
If you have any
man.
comments towards Michelle Macedo, make sure to
No.
go to the Twitter and let her know.
The
Yeah.
Twitter.
Oh gosh, Michelle. Hey, Martin, quick request. Can you put on the air? Because I'm sweating like a hooker in church right now.
Yes, we'll do it.
Okay.
All right, guys. So
Glad we addressed that.
there is a big difference this week. No, getting back to the show. Nick, I think you're in agreement with me. I mean, I don't know if it was the sound mixing or you brought it up, Mark.
Yeah, I think last week there was something with the sound. All the vocals were kind of flat and way above the way higher than the actual music. So tonight it felt like we were actually there, because there was a lot of performances last week, and I was like, they loved that. But if you were there, I think you would understand how good of a performance it was. But watching it from TV, it was just kind of like it was very noticeable. This week was much better.
Yeah, overall, I was shocked. I was like, whoa. I thought, what I heard last week, I thought that's what they were actually going to sound like. Because so far during the auditions in the judges' houses, it's been a little more produced and a little more fine-tuned, and now we get to hear them live. And I was like, oh, this is what they really sound like. And I was bracing for the worst, and they delivered, I thought, last week. But this week, I'm in shock. Overall, I thought, for the most part, everyone was pretty darn amazing. Yeah, I said darn.
I absolutely agree. I think this week is just like 100 times better than last week.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought everyone last week was pretty not so good.
Pretty not so bad.
Pretty not. I thought they were pretty bad. All right. I thought this week was 100 times better. Song choices were so much better. People looked so much better. I happened to learn that a lot of songs were actually written for Twilight, so now I feel like I don't like those songs as much anymore. But still good song choices. So much better. So much better.
Like literally, even the host, we said it just seemed a little. It was fine tuned compared to last week. So let's dive into it.
You mean even the hosts like Khloe Kardashian and Mario Lopez?
Khloe.
I thought Khloe was better this week. I think she's gotten better each episode.
Well, I mean, it takes time to kind of jump into something.
To become a host.
Yeah. Overnight. But yeah, I mean, Mario is always strong, but it is different to, he does a show, America's Best Dance Crew, and he's by himself, so it's kind of his show, and then he can kind of deliver how he wants. But this time you're sharing the stage.
Right, and he's on, Extra with Maria, and he's got his own radio show. I don't know when this guy sleeps.
Yeah.
He's trying to do the Ryan Seacrest pretty.
Yes, he is.
So, well, let's get into it. Let's talk about Britney and the young adults.
The teens?
The teens. Sorry, the teens. There
Well, clearly we had a big surprise from the start of the show. Diamond White coming back into the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I thought it was going to be David Corey, to tell you the truth, that was coming back. I did.
So could it be the sound mixing? Because I thought her Thursday Save Me performance was awesome. Really,
yeah, I thought it was really good too. I mean, completely different songs, completely different styles. I just, for whatever reason, I felt like Diamond started way up here and then just slowly declined. And I thought David Corey was very consistent throughout the whole competition. I was really surprised to see him go, and when they said they were going to bring someone back, I thought it was going to be him. Wasn't him. What can you do?
Yeah, but I mean, she definitely deserves to be in this competition. I was hoping it was David Corey. He was, I think, my favorite overall, and he was very consistent. But I think you had said something before about him and Vino Alan being somewhat in the same lane. So, strategic move, yes or no?
I totally thought it was strategic by LA. He had a.
Like, you mean they were gonna kick her off and then to call her back?
No. The reason that he got rid of
David Corey,
because he and Vino are very similar, just what Mark just said. So he had to offer up David Corey. He couldn't give up Jason Brock. He couldn't give up, he just couldn't give up some of his over 25s because they fill certain boxes. And if you had two in the same box, I mean, they're going to cancel each other out.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but I mean, Aaron Ray. We open with Aaron Ray, and okay, it seems like there's going to be some disagreements on tonight's episode.
What, like if this is from a movie?
Well, I liked it.
I love that song, American Boy by
what movie was that from?
Yeah.
Like Made in Manhattan?
From like
Hey, hold on, we can find out. Martin is our tank. Martin is like our mate in the Matrix. He had Tank and Keanu Reeves whenever he needed someone to
right.
Martin, please find out who sings American Boy from
Estelle
by
does.
Estelle.
But I know. Find out what movie it's in.
What movie it's from.
Got it.
Okay.
He definitely killed it, though. Yeah, I felt like this was a strong performance for him.
He was gyrating at the camera. He was a little jarring.
Which you loved.
I loved it, personally.
But I just like how he kind of started off simple on the bike and kind of, so you could hear his vocals and
Simple
stuff.
on the bike.
Simple.
Was like, who made that motorcycle? Was that like a sponsor? Was that like a commercial? Because what was the
All
bike
of the
for?
above.
Oh my God! You know what I bet it's from like Fast and Furious or something.
If there's one thing you can expect from these performances, it's flash. It's we saw some really big things tonight. Okay?
Yeah.
Starting
Some
with
really
the bike.
big motorcycles that he clearly couldn't ride, but could stand in front of and move my bed.
No, but he remind me of Marcus Canty from last season.
Yeah.
The whole gyration. He had that whole but I liked him better vocally this week.
Oh yeah,
compared to
definitely.
Yeah,
It
I thought
showed-
it was great.
Yeah, it showed different elements to his voice too, and I don't know. From the beginning to the end, it definitely went somewhere, and the dancers worked. It just and he added some different phrasing to it too. I think overall he made it as original as he could. But
He also added some of his own rap stuff.
Did he really?
So, yeah. Because she's like, hey, I don't know. We won't go into it.
she's like, hey.
She said hey once.
And he was like, I'll go to the suites. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I heard that, and because he was talking about like his hood, in which he just said that like people get shot like close by.
Oh, right.
Like often.
Like,
So vague.
Often.
Like pretty often.
Yeah.
And that his like worst nightmare was going back to like high school.
Yeah.
Being normal.
Yeah, we all had to do it, unless we're being illegal and not going.
It felt like I was at his concert.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
He was great tonight.
Like a NASCAR concert,
Michelle, you
like a
are
Harley Davidson concert.
so bad tonight.
But I'm sorry, it's like it was just a little traumatizing. The gyrating, it just.
Yeah,
But he sounded good. I was distracted.
Oh, you were distracted. Okay, well.
Flippity flop in my face. That's it.
This is a family show. Okay, so let's. Maybe we got saved by Beatrice. Maybe was anyone feeling Beatrice by chance?
Beatrice, yeah, Iris, Google Dolls. Listen,
not
that song is very just overdone. People do it all the time.
Yeah, people do
and
it
it's
all the
kind of like a karaoke type thing.
Mark,
But
how
listen,
many people ask you to sing that song?
somebody asked me literally, I think 2 weeks ago. I swear to God. Somebody
Yeah,
did, but
I
was
bet
like-
they ask you all the time.
Yeah, but his like, I mean, for her, listen, I think her style was better this time as far as last week. Which one thing they don't do with her is they don't kind of overdo it with the makeup and stuff. I like that about her is they keep her 13.
Right.
But
Well,
but it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't bad, but there was no wow moments. It was kind of like, oh yeah, that is that song, and you were on key.
I think even
She's saying it
sometimes
right.
she wasn't. Like a few times, there was something wrong with her voice a little bit.
Yeah, what did you said last week she was.
But also, can I just say really fast?
Yeah.
I felt like everyone was talking about like Erin Ray went somewhere in the song, and I feel like she was kind of the same the whole song. You know, at the same note. I mean, not literally.
Someone dressed her up in a torn up British flag.
I liked it. I liked that it was kind of like childish, just throwing things on. I don't know. It wasn't.
Okay. Oh, Martin just delivered. All right.
Oh, what?
It's from Obsessed. The great Beyonce flick. with-
Wait, Beyonce
What?
and Ali Larter? Yeah, love that movie.
No
Epic
way.
fight scene, you guys.
Now
You're gonna
do you
watch
like
a
his
fight
performance?
scene. Yeah.
Now she doesn't care
I
about
love
the
it.
flippity flop.
Now that it's from Obsessed.
That's a
With
classic.
Beyonce. So they just picked a song and then assigned a movie to where it should be from.
But it was better than last week's. Last week was song. What was it? Songs from America.
I have no idea what they were. They were so bad is what they were.
I think it's just because they rushed their production, but and back to like what we were saying, it's a much better production this week. But with Beatrice, I think both weeks vocally she's just not there. I think something could be wrong with her voice. She sounds really hoarse.
Yeah.
She's really straining herself. It just definitely seems like something's. I literally wrote her raspiness is a concern because sometimes overall raspiness with a singer, especially a female singer, is something that's attractive. And there you're just like, no, I'm
But
not.
then L.A. Reid is like, your tone is what can sell you. But I totally disagree. I think that she's just, I don't know. I don't think she's good. I don't think she's that good. And literally looks like the costume designer was like, here's everything in our closet. Let's put it all on you. Let's just put it all on you.
Well,
literally.
let's get an X-Acto knife and then put it on.
Yeah.
Just to rip it up. It's all like in shreds.
yeah.
So it's
And
like-
with the raspiness and stuff, like I did some like research and I heard that her and Vino Alan hang out a lot, drinking and smoking.
What?
So that might Just maybe she's just not surrounding herself with the right people.
Right. Maybe she's getting in with the wrong crowd.
Is there a full moon here at AFTERBUZZ? Because good lord, she's only like 13.
I know, but that's the thing. She's 13, and I know that sometimes people with like nerves and stuff, like their voice can just go when there's a lot of pressure. But she's 13, and her voice is like resilient enough to where someone should be helping her out. She should not be having these problems right now.
Yeah, but she seems like she takes the pressure the hardest out of everybody.
Yeah.
How when she did like the rooftop performance at Britney's house, it was just like she was just in her head, and then when you're in your head and you're thinking about your voice and you just come out and you don't deliver.
There it is. I think you hit it right there, that she's just in her head.
Yeah.
That's what's throwing her off. So, second chance for redemption, Diamond White. What'd you guys think? Uh-oh. Nick, what do you guys say?
I don't know. I feel like I'm the only one that doesn't think that she was that good. I think that she got kicked off last week for a reason, and she came back, and I was expecting, like, okay, there's obviously something I missed. And then I think I was texting during her, I think I was actually getting attacked by dogs during her performance. That's a whole other story. But I was
mayhem in the
studio.
You know
who I was? Who was Simon doing the judging with at his house?
Mark Anthony.
Yeah, I was looking for planes while Diamond was singing. I was looking for planes. I just wasn't for me.
The planes.
I have a feeling a lot of people would disagree with me, but I just didn't think that it was.
You mean
that
you were
good.
thinking about what went wrong with J-Lo?
Yeah.
What went wrong?
Well, Nick, why you didn't connect? Technically, what didn't you like? What was it?
I don't know. I mean, she's young and she has an amazing voice for her age, but she doesn't seem comfortable on stage, and I'm not comfortable watching her perform. And I think that her voice is. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I could never go up there and do what she did, but I think for the competition, I don't see her winning it.
And here's the thing about her, like she's so young. Also, her voice is like way beyond her years. Last week they tried to put her in a lane, like, okay, you're only 13. Let's just put you in this childish thing and have fun out there. And then you've seen like, oh, okay, maybe that doesn't work because her voice is beyond her years. So this week they kind of brought it back and like did the Whitney Houston thing where she's like a young Whitney out there. I felt like her vocals were ridiculous. I felt like she was just on point the whole time. Is she going to be a 13-year-old singer like Whitney and do music like Whitney Houston? I don't know. I think they have to kind of blend the two and figure out what works for her. But I think she tore it up tonight. Like they gave her this song, she went out there, and I felt like she killed it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of think Whitney was not the best choice. I think it's because
overdone.
Everyone does Whitney.
Well, yeah,
I agree with you.
But I think her vocals were amazing. But you know, like someone said that she started off being like this prize, and like she was just the best, you know, and everyone was obsessed with her. Yeah. And then from there, where can you really go?
It's true.
You know.
Just down.
Down.
Just down.
But yeah.
Nosedive. But I thought she sounded really good too. I think because she's 13, I think that maybe at the beginning there was some like lack of control in her voice, but for a 13-year-old, it's like amazing. And yeah, I think that they don't know where to put her. And she's like not old enough to be Whitney Houston, like she's not old enough to be that yet, and yeah.
She's like not old enough to.
She's not old enough to
be anything
really
but 13.
Just start her period. About all. Well, that's when it happens, guys. Let's deal. Happens every month. All right.
Okay. And obviously it's happening right now.
Oh, it's not.
This could be our last AFTERBUZZ, guys. Yeah, I kind of agree with Nick.
Yes. Yes. That's what I like to hear.
I'm with you on this, Nick. Absolutely. Because I was a big champion off of last Thursday's performance. I thought Diamond was just on point, and I was telling you guys, oh my God, Diamond. And I don't know. You guys are the musicians, literally. You guys.
Literally.
No, you guys are. You guys sing. This is what you guys do. You guys travel. You sing. You're artists. You're musicians. And for me, maybe tell me if I'm wrong, but it felt to me that she was straining. She was flat and she was coming underneath the notes.
You're wrong.
No.
You just told me to tell you.
Yeah, you did just say to tell you.
I don't necessarily agree with JC's points on that, but I do agree that I don't think she was that good.
Tonight.
I think that's the lack of control that I picked up on.
Okay.
That I think that there were some points that weren't. just because also, and I do this every time someone does Whitney Houston, I look for what doesn't sound like Whitney Houston. I'm like, oh, that's not right.
Yeah, especially when you do it exactly how she does it. I know
Yeah.
you shouldn't do Whitney. I felt like she did amazing with
Mark
what they
likes
gave
it.
her.
I hate to do this, but Mark and I, we did Idol. Okay, Jessica Sanchez when she did Whitney. Good or not? Good or
Yeah.
great?
Great, yeah.
Would you put that in the same ballpark?
I would put it close, yeah.
Really?
We don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry. Because we're talking about everyone who does Whitney.
But she was 17.
All right, fine. Let's move on. This is only a 4-hour show. Okay, let's move on to. You said since 13-year-olds, we have to be kind. They're 13. But when you're facing people like Carly Rose Sonnenklair, come on, that 13-year-old can go up against anybody. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she was amazing, and I feel like is just coming into her own and releasing her like voice, which is especially when you're just learning how to sing and like. Wait, she was on Broadway, right?
Yeah.
She was. She did Les Mis.
So she has a lot of experience.
Yeah, well, we saw her when she was 2.
Oh yeah, and her brother was like, and someone was like, "What did you think of that performance?" And he was like, "It was good." And she's like, "Ma, ma, ma." I would never. I mean, she turned out good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Turned out doing well. I would never encourage my child.
I thought it was the best performance of the night. That's what I was alluding to earlier.
Oh, spoiler alert.
I agree with that. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
By far the best performance tonight. I was, in LA's words, I was getting chill bumps. I was getting some chill bumps all throughout that performance, and I thought she killed it.
Yeah.
I thought she was amazing.
I just want the best for her, and if they stay like in this lane, I think it's going to be amazing for her. It was simple. It was she had great vocals. It was just a solid performance. I still don't think it's as great as her performance when she did it in front of will.i.am and Britney. She still hasn't reached that, but I mean that's all within the song choice. Like,
which song did she do? Do you remember?
Carmen.
Martin. No, oh yeah,
She did Carmen. Gosh, what's it?
Carmen. Oh.
Yeah, the group Carmen.
Yeah, not the opera.
Yeah.
The vibrato.
Hi, thanks. I think it was because I was nervous singing in front of y'all.
But yeah, so
You can do more than .com. Nice.
Yeah.
But she definitely she definitely knows where she needs to go now. Like that, she just needs to stick to that lane. I mean,
Yeah.
So is that a problem for the show? Could she be that good that literally I agree with you. I don't think that this was her best performance. This by far was not her best. I guarantee she will have better performances in the weeks to come. Absolutely.
agreed.
She's 13. She has the rest of her life for amazing performances. No, but it's true.
True.
I mean, she can only like go up from here rather than.
She can only get older, you know.
She can only get older.
All right, let's move on, y'all. You're driving me crazy tonight. Let's go.
Who's next?
Let's go to Demi and of course Demi and Simon
They were
going
just
at
giving, she was just
Whoa, yeah,
She
dude.
was, dishing it out.
Snappers.
Simon was just like hating on her the whole time.
Yeah, and she was like, "No, Simon, I don't care about you. You suck."
And she said, "Oh, I can't believe that there's actually some like hip young, the bone in your body or something like that." Just
Rusty
very
brain or
thoughts in that
something
brain.
insulting.
So is it
that
a
a
good
direct
funny.
quote?
Yeah, that's a direct quote.
You think it's a good dynamic?
Oh my God, they're the best dynamic on the show, 100%. Demi can say whatever she wants to Simon, because it looks like they're going at it on TV, but I know deep down Simon is eating it up, and it gets people talking about it online, social media. Demi can say whatever she wants. Simon will never fire her. She's the best thing that has happened to getting rid of all the judges in the past, and I think she's carrying the judging table in conversation, at least, coming up with more than 5 or 6 words to say it, unlike Brittany.
Hey, Brittany was better this week, I thought.
Much better.
Yes.
She had media trading. 100% had to have happened.
Absolutely. No, and well, starting with Demi's team, what about Paige Thomas? Let's start with the very first. The Rihanna-esque. Now, last week she channeled Gaga, and this week she channeled
Xena.
Top Gun. Yes. No, someone said Pink.
Pink, yeah.
Yeah, and Pink, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She was flying.
Yeah, she was
What'd you
fine.
guys say?
That was crazy how she was flying.
Pin the
You
costume
look like
down.
vocally just.
Right.
Yeah, just pin it down.
I thought it was great. I thought she did really well. See what I wrote.
Yeah, I thought she was awesome.
Yeah.
I just felt like, I mean, there was nothing too surprising with it.
Yeah.
Which kind of, she definitely handled the song and sang it great. I'm kind of mad that guy beat me out for the role to be here.
Right.
Yeah, what was with that?
You were so close.
I know. On a veil, dude. You and that guy.
Yeah, I just got to watch him do that.
You were like, I'm busy that night. I have to do the AFTERBUZZ show.
But I did feel like there was nothing too surprising or breathtaking about it. You know?
Okay, honestly, it kind of bothered me, that guy, because it was distracting. Like, what are you doing? I get it if someone was like, go fix her dress. You know, and they're like, got to put that guy out there. But it's like she can handle the stage without like whoever it like either make out or sing.
Now that we've talked about everything except for the singing, I'm just kidding. I'm honoring today.
I'm not insulted at all.
What'd you guys think of the singing? Because last week she was bad, I thought. And to hear her,
she kind of does like the futuristic thing, and I think it definitely works for her, and the new hairstyle, all that. So I mean, she sang it great, but I mean, it just
was it the sound mixing like what we talked about?
You mean like with last week?
Yes,
yeah, that did not help.
Last week to this week, it's like a whole different artist. I literally thought I even voted that she was going to be booted off last week.
I think it's the same artist. I think it's just different dynamics to like what kind of artist she is. But she has a great voice, so she shouldn't always just do the pop stuff and the dancing or whatever. So I mean, yeah, this is. I think they both work for her.
Simon thought that she was going to be, if she kept going this way, that she was going to end up being karaoke. And that, I disagreed. I'm sorry.
I think I disagreed with all the judges. I think all the judges thought she wasn't that good. They're like, everything was on stage, but you shooting into space. But I think that she was consistent. She's been consistently really good through this whole competition. I thought she started off stronger than it ended because for me, the backtrack had the harmonies were just way too powerful, and it kind of drowned her out, in my opinion. But other than that, I think that she's been super consistent, and I think that she's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I think the judges were harsher on her than other people. Yeah. I don't know why.
Maybe because she went first, or she went second. Yeah, she went second so early on. Maybe they're saving the better critiques for later on.
Yeah.
I think it was like the staging. They all seemed to have like a very strong opinion about the whole flying thing. I mean, Simon like hated it, right? Or what did
you need
say?
those simple performances, I think, especially when you're that smoking hot. That's fine. It's perfect. Just do that.
Totally. Yeah, do that.
It was strategy.
Yeah, do that. Exactly what I was saying. Took the words out of my mouth.
What this is, it's just strategy. It's strategy, Simon. Because Simon and Demi, obviously, they've got an axe to grind here. They're going at it, and he's just saying that just to get at Demi, get under her skin. That's exactly, because we all thought Paige was great.
Yeah.
I mean, literally. Like someone we thought, I think we differed a little bit was Janelle Garcia. The little parody of, I'm sorry, take that back.
Ooh. That was Simon's words, right?
Channeling Joan Jett, I guess.
Yeah.
But okay, was it a parody? Was she herself? I mean, let's say she gets done with X Factor. Is she going to be able to be her own artist?
Well, the unfortunate thing is that she kind of looks like Joan Jett. And there are other people who did songs that were very similar to the originals, but they don't look like the artist. But she does have that's her vibe, that's her like niche. What they probably should have done is picked a different song, not by Joan Jett, and I bet they wouldn't have said anything.
No, I think that they dressed her up like Joan Jett. I don't think she looks like that, like...
But they dressed her like to look like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Simon mentioned that actually, that he didn't like her look.
Yeah.
That they had turned her into something.
He said you're going, is that the one where he said you're going in the wrong direction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to go in one direction.
I know, I was going to say something, I know.
Shameless plug.
There's only one direction.
Listen, she had a good look before, but it wasn't star quality. Or I don't think, in my opinion. I like the look that she has now. I think it definitely works. But she's going to be so in her head now that Simon said that. Every time she looks in the mirror, every time they have to change. She has to change something now. Otherwise, she's going to be like, oh, if I do this, it's not good enough. Unless he comes out and says like, okay, maybe this does work. Maybe I was wrong.
Wow, that's that's treacherous.
I agree with this man, Mark, over here, definitely. When she was, auditioning and everything through the show, she was cute. She had charisma, but she did not look like a star. You have to make them look like a star. It's just the sad facts about it. I think tonight, or since the live shows, they dressed her up to look like Demi, to make Demi look like Joan Jett, if that kind of makes sense. But at the same time, I didn't think think the parody or the karaoke version of it didn't really bother me because at the same time, maybe they could have chose a different song, but if you take that song out of its context, it's just like a weird song. Like you kind of need something kitschy to go with it.
Yeah.
You know?
And the other thing I want to say about that is that although she looks like however old she is, like sweet girl, whatever, her voice isn't that. So like Simon may look at her and think, oh, little girl, but that's not what her voice is. She came in with that
sassy rock and roll.
Yeah, so you know.
The only thing I would have said, and she worked the stage perfectly. I think next week if they do some kind of maybe slower thing, or if she even did like a slow version with I Love Rock and Roll, that might have been tight. But like, she works the stage, she's sexy, and she sells it, and her voice is different than anybody else on the show. I think she belongs here.
Yeah.
So just like the other, your critique is it's just hot. Just do
She's
smoking
hot.
Hey, sex sells.
She got a good voice, sex sells, and now she looks like a star. Like
no, she does.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm not sold yet, but
Oh,
It's still early. I don't know. I think they're gonna play with their look so many times, and poor thing, she's gonna get lost in the shuffle. You know, she's like, well, this week I'm gonna do this. Next week she may be peroxide blonde, which leads me to Nick. That's right, Miss CeCe Collins.
This is gonna shock everybody.
Oh yeah, CeCe Fry Collins.
This is gonna shock everybody, but I am super disappointed in my girl CeCe. I thought. Let me hear it. Yeah, weird song choice. Eye of the Tiger, just not a song that you should do, really. It's not a song you should do. Yeah. She looked so bizarre. The parachute pants were not happening. She literally looked like the poor man's Lady Gaga, in my opinion. I don't know what happened. She did not sound that good. She can sound better. I think she's on the chopping block, 100%.
Yeah, I was disappointed in her too.
Super disappointed.
She looked weird, and not like weird like bad, but she looked uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then she sang that song. It was horrible.
Yeah.
And she was off. Like what?
She kept saluting the camera, and I hated that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was super weird. And she was singing it like. Yeah, she looked uncomfortable, and also she was trying to be like fierce or something. Like that's her thing. Like she wants to be fierce, and she wants to like get that across. But she just looked like militant and strange.
And yeah.
Like it was creative, but it just wasn't. It just didn't work. It didn't show her vocals. She has amazing vocals.
Yeah.
I'm not saying do Whitney Houston again. I'm just saying
don't do Eye of the Tiger again.
Yeah, don't do that one.
The Eye of the Leopard.
I know. I was gonna say at least do that. Like I'm gonna paint your face.
Yeah, Nick, I think you're mad because she brought back the leopard print on her face. I know you're not a big fan of that.
That didn't bother me so much. I honestly, everything about her tonight bothered me, and I am surprised at myself. I said it. So I'm the first to say it.
What should she sing next week? Maybe something slow, perhaps. Maybe something where she just like Christina, beautiful or something.
Or like even Lady Gaga, if that's what she wants. Just like don't dress like that, and something that shows off her vocals. Like you don't have to be able to have a voice like Lady Gaga to sing that song. Eye of the Tiger. So like sing a song that shows it off a little more.
Yeah.
And we know her to be supposedly the badass bee in the room, and she's really tough, but
yeah.
You guys notice that whenever she got critiqued, like she literally almost broke down.
Yeah.
Totally.
She did.
I think that it's likable.
No, but she was getting defensive. Like, she had that look in her eye, like if she was gonna talk back.
Do you think that she is a likable contestant, though?
No, I didn't like her.
Way.
No, I didn't like her. I didn't like her until I saw her break down in Demi's apartment or whatever.
Staged apartment, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and when before she was like, well, this is a competition, so I like don't want to make friends with anyone. And then she was like, do you think I'm mean? Someone said that I'm mean. And then that made me like her, but I don't like her that much anymore.
Do you remember when she had that sing-off with Paige? They were both on stage.
Yeah.
That her voice was so good then. Like, do something, not do Whitney ever again. Do something like ballady, you know?
Like a Celine Dion? What do we talk? Something? Not Celine Dion.
Really why didn't anybody do that? I thought that they were going to do that.
What, Celine Dion, Titanic?
Or like ballads or
Celine Dion.
Oh, I don't know.
Right?
I thought Carly Rose would have done Celine myself, because I think they have
like their pitch is similar.
Maybe the rights to the music was just too expensive.
Yeah.
also
So they
true.
bought Eye of the Tiger. Cool.
All right.
They got it on discount Amazon.
So overall, like Demi's group, like kind of like a mixed bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Rough.
LA Reid can save us. No, over 25s.
No love for the over 25s. It seems like
Not really.
not much love.
So you think they're going to be out first? Let's start with Vino Alon, Mark's cousin.
Yeah, Mark.
My opinion, his best performance yet.
The whole season.
For sure. And I am not a fan of this man. And I thought he was great. I thought he looked great. I like that it was just him on stage too. You know, him just dueling it out. Him and the words. He looked good. He sounded amazing. I thought he sounded amazing tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he sounded really good. My only problem was that he didn't go anywhere. It started, you know, I'm not going to do it.
In fact, it did go somewhere. It ended really weird from what I remember.
But that was him. Like, I like the spin he put out. Like, he didn't end it like a normal singer would. I don't know. I felt like his tone, his vocals, everything was great. The thing about him is, like, it's hard to put him in a category because of his look. So if you do a song like When a Man Loves a Woman, like, I don't see him selling that song as a single. However, he killed that song. Like, I felt like it was amazing throughout. And I don't know, he was just passionate. You could feel everything about it. But could that be a single? I don't know. But maybe it works. I don't know. It was, whatever it was, I loved it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're transferring your David Corey love to Vino Alon.
Oh, yeah. All of it.
that was the
All of it. Come on.
Yeah, but before, that's the thing. Like last week, he didn't sound great because I think because of the mixing. With this, it felt like the sound was perfect. Like we were there, like we were watching it at a concert. So I don't know. He came through this week.
Well, you alluded to what Simon said. This week he was a soul singer. And I suppose last week was like kind of what was it, rock opera? It was kind of like just the arrangement was just very odd, and we all talked about the mixing over and over, but I didn't like it. I'm the only guy a person didn't like it.
No, I was kind of
respect that.
bored.
I like the end except for that weird note that Nick was talking about.
Yeah,
I
something
thought,
happened. It was strange.
I stopped listening, honestly, at that
you
point.
checked out?
You're looking for planes?
I was looking for planes. That's what I was looking for. Planes with J-Lo.
Are you tattooed from Fantasy Island? What's going on? What is that?
Airbus the plane.
Wow, yeah.
Speaking of
What a
connect,
reference.
Yeah, what a
Yeah.
I'm an encyclopedia of I don't know.
Yeah.
The everything man.
Crickets.
Oh, I was like, oh, whistle, that is very loud.
I thought there was an earthquake in my head.
No. All right, Tate Stevens, can you please save us right now? What did you guys think about good old Tate, country boy? I thought he was awesome.
Yeah, I think it was a good song choice for
Vocally.
him. Yeah, I felt like the whole thing worked. He commits to whatever he's doing, and you can't do too much with him because that's not what kind of artist he is. So they just kept it black and red and just go out there and sing a good song.
He's copying
Put
Willie
a
Jones'
cowboy,
intro.
what is it? A cow, a bull, what is it?
A bull.
Like
just
a
a-
bull skeleton head, just like put that on.
What are you doing?
That's what that's what they had in the background. Like, you know, in Texas, how
Tate
they have
Stevens
that.
was totally a bull skeleton head all
in
night.
in the background. No, but you know what I mean? How they have a.
Yeah.
I'm letting you dig
They
yourself
had
out
it
of
in the
this.
background. They
He
had
was
it in
just
the
tossing
background.
horseshoes on stage.
But it's just like the typical like country like thing. That's
what he
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he is.
It was safe. I thought it was safe. I thought it was good. I thought it was safe. He's lucky America's voting because country is the most popular genre of music, you know, in this country. So we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
Really?
most
Yes.
Oh yeah.
most popular, most marketable, most profitable.
And they're diehard fans, so they will vote.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they vote.
exactly.
I know, like a lot of singing reality shows, like country singers win
Or get third place.
or get third.
Yeah.
So it's always either first or third.
God darn it.
Is that like Talladega Nights or something there?
You know,
You're either first or you're last.
There we go.
That's how they get it.
Speaking of someone who's either going to be first or last, Jason Brock.
Jason Broccoli.
Oh, that was sad.
Simon was definitely very rude to him as well.
That was a personal attack. That was
Yeah,
awful.
Crazy.
Yeah, they were
all
really mean to him.
Yeah.
Like unnecessarily so.
I know, that was just rude.
It had nothing to do with the music. I mean,
No, it was about like what he was wearing.
What they call it? Not a cabaret.
Loungy Vegas.
Vegas Lounge.
Vegas Lounge. Which Mark?
Which is a great job. Like,
Yeah, that is a
I don't
great
see him
job.
winning this, but if I was in a lounge in Vegas, I'd be like, oh, this guy's good.
Yeah.
And I like his red jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I know is there is no love for my boy Jason. Honestly, from his first audition, I thought to myself, this guy, we're gonna see a lot of this guy, and nobody likes him. I don't get it. Am I alone thinking he actually has a really good voice?
He's got a great voice.
I think he has a great voice.
He does.
where does it fit in the pop world, though?
Well, and I think there's some. Okay, go ahead. He asked you.
Pop world,
Doesn't matter.
honestly, I think he is very similar to Adam Lambert. I think he doesn't have to write his own music. Put him in a studio. He has. You know what? He could be a studio singer. He have someone,
singer?
have somebody, session singer, have someone produce for him, have someone write for him, and just let him go in there and kill it. And who cares what he's wearing? You know, like he has a voice.
Yeah, but I mean, with the X Factor, it is all those different things to get a $5 million contract. So I get that it doesn't, like, his look doesn't necessarily sell in this world, or doesn't sell first. But the fact is that he went out there, he sang a great song, and he sang it very well.
They have stylists, so why didn't they? The stylists let him get on stage.
Yeah.
Is it the judges that like they have to like okay everything, right? Like before they go on,
Like
they have
his
to
mentor.
Like, yeah, that's really So L.A. Reid, right? That's his.
LA's his
So
mentor, yeah.
he would have to have seen that outfit and been like, "That looks good," right?
I don't think it looked bad. I felt like it was memorable. I don't think it was like
But at that level, what
In
you
all
just
the
said,
flames,
I think there's something sort of
too much.
yeah, the flames. That's much.
The flames.
I think there's something a little insincere about him when he's performing.
Insincere.
Really?
That's a good call. I pick up on that.
Yeah, and I think that's why people react like weirdly to him.
I think it's because he's kind of he's not very comfortable.
Yeah, maybe he's like hamming it up because he's insecure.
Yeah.
And then saying that stuff to him on stage is not helping at all.
No
yeah,
way.
I know, and it's like really upsetting. Like they were so mean.
They were really mean to
Yeah,
him.
that was awful.
Yeah.
Chloe actually had this was, I think, Chloe's best moment of the night when she literally asked Brittany,
I know.
well, what would you have him sing? I mean, that's constructive criticism. Like, okay, we all hated the performance.
Yeah.
So what do we see him singing? Because ultimately we are fans and we want to see them succeed. We don't want to just bash these guys left and right, but sometimes it's easy for us to do because we see so many of these. But what can he sing to have him grow as an artist, or at least have him grow within the game of X Factor, the competition?
Yeah.
She said Scream, and I think that's a really good choice. She said Usher Scream, because
Okay.
I think that could work. I mean, I don't think that would be a single that he would sing. I don't think he's going to win the whole competition, but I think he has a great voice, and that would be a good choice. I would like to see him do that song.
He reminded me of Panda.
Aw.
Because
That's a touchy subject.
I found out what happened to Panda.
You did?
Yes, I did. I found it out, but we can talk about it in the news.
Okay, we'll save it for news and gossip coming up in a few. But all right, I can't wait. So let's move on to Simon.
Okay.
Even though, you know what, Simon, he bothered. You know what? He's
JC's getting his mad voice on again.
no. There's
I heard it once
see this
before.
guy mad.
I heard it once
Oh,
before. Whoa.
Whoa, guys.
Simon so stacks the odds in his. All right. He so stacks the odds in his favor.
Yeah.
Because literally, what did you say?
Yeah.
Out of each group,
Yeah.
he has the best talent.
Oh yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lyric 145.
And he's firing on all cylinders. Like, none of his groups are even close to the other group, and they're all pretty sick, man.
We're going to get into something with group Fifth Harmony, 1432, Lila's, whatever their name is now in a second, because Simon did a great strategic play right at the end. And it's getting one, but we'll get into it a little bit later. But let's talk about Emblem 3. Our guys who...
My homies.
Your homies?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's why I wear this hat. I feel like I'm part of Emblem 3
Yeah,
right
You're
now.
the
gonna
fourth
say.
emblem?
Yeah.
You're like the fourth Harmony emblem.
So they did like My Girl with One Direction and
Katy
Katy Perry.
and California Girls. And then Demi Lovato
got on
called
that.
Simon out on a plug.
I'm
Like, you're
so glad
plugging
she
your
did that.
other artists.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I didn't like them this week as much as last. I thought last week they killed it. They like said, "Hey, we're gonna win this thing."
I think it was still a great performance. I don't think it was as good as last week.
Yeah.
But I mean, it still was their style. I think they're all very talented. We got the third guy that really didn't sing before. He's singing more now too, and he sounds just like them. I feel like they're real. But it's all very contained. It's a real, like, you know what you're gonna get with them. It's gonna be a fun performance that you're not gonna take your eyes off of.
Could it get throughout the long process of X Factor, let's say the next 10 weeks, them being those fun guys, could that wear thin? Could we get tired of that?
But that's a cool thing. Like 2 more weeks of this, and then they're gonna pull something slow out, and it's gonna be kind of like.
You think they can do it slow?
Yeah,
I'm waiting for that because
when they pull out the guitars too, it's gonna be.
Yeah. You should just be one of them.
Yeah, why aren't you
It should be
there?
Emblem 4.
Mark is just melting.
Yeah, why is Mark not in this band?
What'd you think, Nick?
I agree with you, actually. I thought that last week was far better. This week didn't do it for me. I think that they're always consistent. I think that they're always fun. I don't think they're going anywhere, but
Because they don't have licenses. They're like 15. Come on.
They're not technically going anywhere.
Well, they can't. They said that they got evicted.
Oh, right.
And like when people asked what their address is, they give them like X Factor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
I
Playing the dog fight.
Well, I don't think they're going anywhere in this competition.
What?
I think they're sticking around. No, like as if they're not leaving it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
All right, now that we got that cleared up, I think they have a long future on this show. I think they're going to be consistent on the show. I think that they're going to still be fun on the show. But no, I thought tonight was all strange, all kinds of strange.
I liked it.
Really?
I did. They annoy the shiznit out of me as little boys, and they jump around way too much. And they run into each other. They're like dogs. They just jump in there, and they're not aware of the space around them when they get excited. So they're like, yeah, and they do that, and that annoys me. But I thought it was like a creative mesh of popular songs, and that it was fun.
Yeah.
And entertaining.
Isn't that what I just did? She just repeat everything I just said? No, I'm just kidding.
What I said was completely original.
Well, she didn't say she wanted to be in the band.
Right. I don't. In fact, you should go in the band and tell that guy to put his shirt back on whenever he was at Simon's.
Simon's house, yeah.
Yeah, and then remember he was like wearing his shirt. I hated him since then. He like opened his shirt.
I think you like him.
Yeah. No.
Because you were so concerned that he did. Yeah, he didn't.
No, it bugged me because it's like, what kind of 15-year-old boy like dresses like that? Like, how hot do you have to think you are to be like, I'm like totally sunburned and like,
you know what? I don't like him either, but confidence goes a long way. He definitely has it, and
young girls vote, and they will vote for him.
They will,
just like you will.
Oh, interesting. Okay, only if Mark is in Emblem 4.
Wow, that's a whole love fest. It's a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Whoa! Don't even.
That was horrible.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No, I hated it. It was so gross. It was
You
weird.
didn't you didn't feel lyric 145.
I just was like, what's the point of this? Like, what's important? Like, why are they saying this?
This is why we do this show.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah, this is why.
No, because I absolutely disagree with you 100%.
Whoa, here we go.
Even LA was like, that was awful.
No, absolutely. I loved it. I really did, because they did. I'm trying to find the right word to encapsulate what it was.
Yes, please.
No, because
train wreck would be my word.
How was it a train? Vocally, it was on. They reimagined it. They made it their own. It was.
They used all the same lyrics from the song, not just the.
See, of course it was. They made it their own because they didn't sing.
Yeah, there was no singing.
They rapped it.
Like Astro last year, who was also a rapper, because it's still
Astro
music.
is like
a singer
too. Yeah, wasn't Astro a singer too?
No.
Was he not?
No, rap.
Well, I liked him better.
Just like Johnny Maxwell, just like all the guys that are rap guys, like Nick Youngerman, they're rapper. Well, no, Nick Youngerman was completely like LMFAO, but
I feel like they were trying to be something they're not.
No, I think. Well, first of all, they've only been together for what, 4 weeks?
Yeah.
And they're kind of trying to figure out who they are. But I think like their image is different than anything else on anywhere. It's kind of like a new age Black Eyed Peas, which it is what it is. But I felt like they were extremely creative with what they did. They worked the stage and they broke it down, and she did a little talking thing, talking to the judges, and that was cool. Like I was highly entertained. It was unexpected. They had personality. There's nothing like that out there.
Watch. No one thought it was bad.
I thought it was bad. I thought it was Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland mixed with Disney on Ice, mixed with Halloween, mixed with glow sticks and black lights and confusion.
Yes.
And I mean, yes, it had a very Black Eyed Pea, feel to it, which is obviously.
But Black Eyed Peas are great.
But they are great, yes, and they did not start that way either. Like where they are right now, they started very soulful, and they definitely transformed. I thought it was very bizarre. I thought it was too weird.
You guys need to watch the UK X Factor. It's that is strictly from the UK. One of their top, I think it was voted the top performance on X Factor's history. Her name was Misha B. And it was 2 seasons ago when we did X Factor last year. Jesse, our regional engineer, he played it for us, and it was when she was on the Queen throne. It was that type of vibe. It was that color, the kaleidoscope of color in your face, yet performance, because it's an overall performance. Vocally, they didn't sing, yes, but they rapped, they entertained you, they put on a show. I'm gonna watch that. They were more entertaining than just about anyone else on the show tonight for me.
I think they were entertaining. I think that it was a little over the top. I think it was creative and frightening, and it confused me. But I think I liked it.
Yeah, but I can't wait to see what they're gonna do next. Like every week, it's gonna be like, what are they gonna turn this into?
Yeah, that's true.
I felt like
they're totally original.
And they do. It is kind of like a Black Eyed Peas thing, but at the same time, it's totally different. Like it's more colorful and it's more characters rather than like futuristic.
Like literally,
I thought it was
the
awesome.
people under the table.
Like the Mad Hatter, that's a character. One of them was. I think.
Yeah, I think the bunny. That's where the Alice in Wonderland comes in.
Yeah. I think they belong on America's Got Talent, and not the X Factor. I mean, that one dude was like pulling his shoulders out of his joints. Like, did he even have I don't even think he had a microphone in his hand. Now that I think about it.
You never seen that before?
I guess I was looking for planes. I don't know.
So it looks like we're pretty divided on this. So maybe, hopefully, the Fifth Harmony girls can bring us all together. Uh-oh, this doesn't look good.
No, you were 5 angels up there.
Yes.
5 angels.
I was like, oh.
What do you guys think of the name?
Not as good as 1432. I like that one better.
I tweeted
Shut up, did you?
I got a confession to make.
What did you tweet at them?
I tweeted. They should
be called. Did you tweet the name idea?
Yes.
No, you did not.
I did.
Yeah.
Fifth
Candle?
Harmony?
No.
Did you say you tweet a candle?
I did, because if you take the first letter of each of their names, it spells out candle.
How long did you spend on that?
Like a few hours. I was working on the algorithms of what's going on. Like what's hot, what's not, and just
you had to learn to read.
The astrological signs and put it together. No, I just saw.
Did you use a TI-83 calculator for that?
Yeah.
He's playing Scrabble on his iPhone.
Okay, but no. They closed the show with Christina Perri. It was 1,000 Years, and I thought they were wonderful. I didn't like the first girl, who's usually the strongest singer.
No, she was all nasally. She was pitchy. Everybody else sounded better than her. I thought that she had too much of the song, too.
Yeah, because everyone says that she's the best singer. So this was her time to shine, and
maybe
I think
this wasn't the right song for her, or she should be able to sing anything.
Nervous.
I mean, they're all great singers.
The second harmonizer, she sounded. I don't know what she was.
She's just a member of the second singer.
The other girl, she sounded the best for sure.
The second one. Oh, the second one. Okay.
Yeah, the one who.
Yeah.
Second.
Yeah.
Too.
She's from Miami. The girl from
good.
Yeah, the girl from Miami, Jackie Girardi, I believe, or Jaguar. Gosh, it's JJ. We'll call her JJ.
Where's Jay in Candle?
What's that? No, hold on. And then it's not Jackie. Okay,
Silent C.
Was it Jungle?
All right. I'm telling you, you spell out their names. I swear, you could. Okay.
They looked at the tweet, they're like, Candle? What is this guy talking about?
As you can tell, we're not making sense tonight, but if you have more questions about the X Factor, make sure to go to our after blog on AfterBuzzTV.com, where we have one of the guys who breaks it down even further. So if you have more questions about what we said and what you saw on the show, go to AfterBuzzTV.com/afterblogs.
Just thought I'd throw that in there. Yeah. So, any other thoughts to close out the show for tonight? What do we think? You know, could they get better, or should we just go to news and gossip?
Let's just go to news and gossip.
All right.
Or, oops, do you have a thought?
I have a couple little tidbits of news, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Well, I did catch an article, I forget where I saw it, maybe on the AP, that diehard X Factor fans were actually thinking about boycotting the show because of how bad they thought Khloe Kardashian was as a host. I know. In my opinion, I thought she was days and days better than she was the past couple of times.
Days better.
I forgot where I was going with that. Just really much better, I guess. Also, all the contestants are living under one house. Before that, they were living in a hotel where Emblem 3 threw a party in their suite, and the hotel guests complained, and they almost got kicked out of the hotel. Hotel management and X Factor management had to come together and say, "Look, just let them stay here. Don't worry, they're moving soon. They'll be good." With that said, they moved into a house all under one roof with certain rules. On the rule list was no biting. I don't know.
Okay.
No diving in the pool. I'm pretty sure that was because of Emblem 3.
Both of those are Emblem 3.
No hooking up with each other. That's kind of
That's
hard.
a rule. Did it say no hooking up?
It said no hooking. It said an apostrophe. And I forget the rest of the rules, but you can find it on TMZ, I believe. It was pretty outrageous, pretty funny. It leaked, but that's my news and my gossip, and I'm sticking to it.
Do we have a quick thing, Michelle?
Yeah, I have a quick thing for the Fandas. The Panda fans. And basically, I just want to let everyone know that the reason she was carted off to the hospital was because of her pneumonia relapse. And she actually came back to boot camp, and she made it to the top 60, and she said that she was surprised, but they never showed any of her stuff. When actually she sang another song to Simon, and she said he got even more red than the time before, and she sang it to him. So anyway, she's still out there. She got off at the top 60, and so now she's so all you Fandas.
Well, we're going to throw an invite, so hopefully you're done with your pneumonia-ness and just come on over to the AfterBuzz Studios and share your story with us. So that's a little bit of news and gossip. Let us move to predictions. Okay,
Now,
what we do at AfterBuzz
TV.
we don't necessarily just talk about who we hated. Let's talk about our favorite performance first with Nick.
Favorite performance? I'm going with Carly Rose.
Soniclair.
I was gonna say Carly Rae Jepsen.
I know.
She would have been pretty good too, I guess. I'm gonna go with Carly Rose. I thought she was by far the best of the night. Avino really, he surprised me in a good way. I'm going with Carly.
Carly's
and
the
I'm
best?
really disappointed in Cece.
Okay. All right. Best and worst. What about you, Mark?
I really liked all the groups, but my favorite performance was Vino Alan.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Favoritism because he's your cousin.
Yep.
All right, Michelle.
Mark Alon.
You're related.
Who do you think, Michelle? Who's your fave?
As much as I like gyrating motorcycle, I think that I liked. I'm gonna say Carly
Rose
Santa Claire.
Yeah, Carly Rose.
CRS.
I think she did.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Carly Rose too.
All right, I'm gonna agree with none of you and go with Lyric 145.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Dare to be different.
Okay, so we got to wrap up quickly. Who's going home? Who do we got?
Brock. Jason Broccoli.
Oh,
I'm
that's
saying Jason and Cece are in the bottom two. Jason's going home.
Yeah, Jason.
yeah.
All right.
I agree with that too.
That's three. Three of us agreeing. Brock is out. Okay, where can they find you?
You can find me at Melissa Macedo M.
You can find me at Macedo Music.
Find me Mark E. Allen.
You can find me at Vina Collins.
And you can find me at The Everyday Man, and you can find all of us at AfterBuzz TV. Till then, we'll see you next week. Good night, everybody. Woo.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.